Hi guys, today I got with me two outstanding sniper instructors from the US Army National Guard Arkansas Schoolhouse. Luke on my right and Dustin on my left. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Right off the bat, I'm going to ask you very simple but maybe a tricky question. What you guys are seeing in the new shooters, either from the student perspective, what you're getting as coming to the sniper school, or from shooting in the competitions, what you think the people could improve on, like the one thing what you will say will make you a better shooter.
Mine is it's always gonna be wind. Wind is always your biggest nemesis. So learning to get wind direction and wind speed and make that appropriate correction.
And practicing wind, you really don't have to spend the money on ammo and keep dumping the rounds down the range. You can learn how to observe it. You can learn to how to absorb it. And also, if you got a Kestrel, you can run with the Kestrel and check yourself on the just measuring the wind speeds, how you're doing with recognizing based on the indicators
Right.
in the field. And even if you don't want to go with the full ballistic Kestrel, I think the basic meters, wind meters, are not that expensive.
The ones that like only have the basic weather, like the weather meters, are pretty affordable.
That's very good thing. I agree with Luke 100%. The wind will always kick your ass. Dustin.
If you've got a day also like with the wind,
Mhm.
those cheap little smoke bombs you can get at the fireworks stand,
Good point. Throw it.
spread those out. Like go down your range, one here, one there. Utilize that. That's cheap. I mean, those are really cheap as far as helping with wind. But my deal, I would say, just get in a hurry. That's the problem. Like you come up on line and you're trying to get that round out as quick as you can. Slow down. Like that seems to be an issue. Just moving way too fast.
That is another outstanding point, because even going back to the competition, you may get the chance for the second shot, but there's no more after the second shot. So if you're going to miss it, you're walking out from the stage with 0 points.
Yep.
So these are outstanding points. Now I want to pick your brain. There's a lot of talk about going completely analog because of what's happening, like in Ukraine, the people are looking. So the dope cards, the good old school written dope cards, are back in favor. Look, what do you say about that?
Yeah, and especially working a sniper team, everybody in that team needs to have dope for every gun on there. Like your shooter and your spotter, you also have dope cards for each other's guns, and not be so reliant on technology. Like we saw earlier today, shooting the Kestrel just started spitting out random stuff, and that wasn't jiving with whatever. I was point 0.8 off at 700 yards, and my Kestrel was trued, right? So those can go down, but have that redundancy with your dope cards. Have them where you can see them at night on some kind of glow in the dark. You can use that during the day, and you can use it at night, and have multiple redundancies of the dope cards. You can have your main holds written on your gun or something, then have your more fine-tuned ones in like a card on a sleeve or however you want to carry it.
Dustin, what do you support that too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were never out of favor.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's true.
I used one I went through a long time ago before we even had a Kestrel, and it was, I mean, you had to have the dope card, you had to have your buddy's dope card, and you had to know both of them, and we've got to get back to that, and I think that's where we're headed.
I,
But
I agree with both of you. I think what I was trying to say too is because of technology took a little bit over, and the people
Yeah.
become, I don't want to say lazy, but comfortable with the one source only. Oh, I don't care because I got the Castro.
Yeah.
But even, you when you are in the really harsh environment, what often happens, right? The batteries die, shit gets wet or completely clogged, and you cannot work it. And I have yet to see, like, if you really got just that sleeve on, even with the protective cover, usually you will be
it's
okay.
gonna work. Yeah.
You don't have to go that fancy. You can really create the dope card on a piece of the paper and put even the tape, clear tape over it on the both sides, cut it out and glue it to something or secure it in a place where you know where you have it. So it's not like we are against technology. We just support to have the analog solution.
Yeah, don't have a crutch on the technology.
Absolutely. One more question about the equipment. The young shooters or the new shooters have a tendency chasing the newest cartridge, newest ammo, newest gadget on the market. What's your take on that?
If you have trained with it or practiced and have hands on it and you know it's beneficial, by all means get it, but don't just chase trends, because you'll see like heavy barrels will be go in and out, and then different types of stuff that's bad. Don't chase fads, but if it's a proven piece of equipment, by all means get it, but use it first before you spend a lot of money on it. Sometimes it's just sometimes it's
Just
a waste.
gadgets.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dustin, what's your take on this?
Nah, I mean, I like the old stuff. I mean, if it's been around for a while, and someone like you or Luke or somebody that has been in this game for a while, and they stand by and they put a lot of rounds through it, then absolutely. I mean, I would be more than happy to go try something that would be new to me, as long as it's been proven. I can't go out myself and just start slinging rounds through something new.
And that's the point too. Like, people dump the money on something because you see on a few, what should I say, the influencers
Right.
channels or whatever, and then the hype kind of dies out, and you're left with the piece of equipment which you spent thousands of dollars on it.
Yep.
Do the research.
And was it worth it? In that, and I promise, last question. I don't want to waste your time, guys. But in that bucket, what do you think about using a 308 gun still for training, especially for the wind? So, like, kind of stay away as long as you can from the sexy new cartridges. I mean, we all love, 6mm Creedmoor, all cool. But like, teaching and learning on a 308 and see how you can progress.
Yeah, I think in large guns like this, like centerfire, 308, and even some 223s, but especially 308, they're not phenomenal at wind, and you have to know your drop has to be pretty spot on to make those hits. So I think barrel life's great in them.
There you go.
There's a lot of data out there already, so you don't need to Google very much to get some tricks and learn how to shoot a 308. But if you can shoot a 308 in the wind in different environments and pretty far with it, or even close in different positions, I think it's a phenomenal training round.
Yep. Ammo's easy to get.
Absolutely. Everyone.
You can find
True.
308 about everywhere, and
And
like I
the
said,
good
it's
quality.
cheaper. Yeah. You can find match grade stuff by about any shop you walk into.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to make you a better shooter. And you're never going to master a 308.
I haven't.
No,
I haven't.
But if you can get good with it, you're going to be good with everything else. It's just, I mean, that's the way it is. It's been around for a long time too, for a reason. But you're going to come into one if you come to sniper school. You're going to shoot a 308.
Yep.
Well, on that note, MK22 still comes with the 7.62 by 51 barrel on the
Yep.
top of the other barrels, but the 7.62 by 51 is still there. M110, I'm sorry, it's not going anywhere at this point. It will still stay. So it is in your best interest to know the 308. And again, look, we are not because we are old. I mean, I'm the oldest one here, so. But it's not because I'm getting old and I preach about the 308 guns. I love, the new cartridges and everything. But you should be, if you will be proficient at the 308, if you will move up, even to 6.5 Creedmoor,
Yep.
oh my gosh, you will be like a driving Cadillac. Right, so this is in your best interest. And I have noticed the one more thing too interesting, that usually the 308 guns, you can buy them a little bit cheaper right now, because they're like kind of unwanted child,
Right.
and you can get them a little bit cheaper. I mean, like, it's still going to cost you if you're going to go full balls out on something like
with
this.
these two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can get a very decent 308 gun cheaper than if you will look for a 6.5 Creedmoor or 6 Creedmoor or whatever, Dash or whatever you want to run. So, no, thank you guys. Outstanding points. And if you guys have any comments in the comment section, please post the comments. Let us know what you think. And if you have any questions for those guys, again, post it underneath of the video. Hopefully they will be both tracking, and you can jump on it and reply to comments. So thank you for coming. And come back soon again.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.